Sport, endurance, perseverance. These are the qualities that breed champions and forge heroes. Their dedication inspires us to push our own limits and take on new challenges. The best athletes commit to bettering themselves every day. And for these athletes, the playing field is fertile ground to dream and to realize their dreams. And where their victories and defeats are shared with others. To play is to galvanize communities, to invest in our children's future. Sport fosters the skills needed to create spirited leaders, conquering fears, expanding limits, and building community. Sport is the catalyst for change in the lives of all who play. The kind of change that makes the world a better place. And it starts here at Doha Goals. Welcome to the 2014 Doha Goals Forum.
السيدات والسادة.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chief Executive Officer of Doha Goals, His Excellency Sheikh Faisal AL-THANI. In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate, peace be upon you, your highnesses, your excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dearest guests. I'm so happy to have you here with us in the third version of Doha Goals. We are meeting once again to show the world that we believe in sport as a catalyst of change. We meet today and we are more mature, and we want to go on with the discussions and the analysis of the workshops in order to get the best of your initiatives and come up with the best solutions. The first or the second version was pregnant with meanings and with proposals and initiatives. And in the last version, there were about 20 ministers of sports, and they have discussed the importance of sport in economic growth and to bring more integration among the people. In this version, it is the version that can be described as the version of putting into practice the initiatives. You will see with us how many projects we were able to put into practice, and that emerged from the initiatives of last year. Last year, we chose some projects, and we made the selection of the most fruitful and beneficial proposals, and during the last months we did our best in order to put them into practice. And we wanted to tell the world that these are not only verbal initiatives. So the initiative of the stadia of Doha Goals was at the forefront of our interest. Because building stadia might help people polish their skills, especially when it comes to the youth. So the Doha Goals built 3 stadia in Argentina, in Palestine, and Gabon. And we are so happy. The representatives of the Doha Goals are very happy to have put into practice the initiative of a global watch, which complements the notion of fair play. Because we are all against racism. There should be no racism in sport. A global watch. The initiative was made by Mr. Toki Sunali, and he was one of the most important speakers last season, and his initiative was embraced and welcomed also by the United Nations. There is no room for racism in sport. And there is also another initiative which is closer to individuals than groups, but it is very emotional and sensational. We talk, there is the initiative that provides that provides the people with a special who are physically inadequate and who are physically disabled with the facilities and the tools to make them practice sport. And we agreed with Stephen Hoodle and with the ambassadors of Paralympics to bring more ideas and to serve as the ambassadors of this project. We have always said that the Doha goals pay a lot of importance to economic growth and social stability by bringing many sports events and activities. We have been doing this for 3 years now, but we have now many partners, and so many people are attending the Doha goals in order to bring more initiatives and to see if we are putting into practice what we are saying with words and deeds. And I have also to draw your attention to the Qatari Olympic Committee that will host many ambassadors from different world, and we will have training sessions for so many people to polish their skills as leaders. Also, we will coordinate effort with our colleagues from the Aspire zone to challenge the effects of malaria. And here we coordinate efforts with the Academy of Lionel Messi. And we are thinking about many other initiatives with the best renowned sports experts. And the program of the student ambassador, and this emphasizes the importance of young people. In 2012 and 2013, we invited 400 students, and those served as our ambassadors, and they were so happy to be with us. And in most of the cases, they just passed the ideas of Doha goals to their colleagues, and that was a very important thing because they shared their ideas with their mates and with their. And I have to greet the student ambassadors, and I have to greet all the student ambassadors who came from all over the world to attend the Doha goals in Doha. This is a valuable opportunity for them to learn and to have and to pass what they have learned to their colleagues and to their friends and to their classmates in their countries. So they have to take into account that they are here in order to learn, in order to encourage them. At the end, I would like to greet everybody, and I would like to thank everybody, and I would like to say that this is only the beginning. We are looking for a more comprehensive attempt. We would love to see a better performance, a better discussion, and this should help serve as a catalyst for change, and this shall motivate all our partners to encourage the sportsmen and sportswomen. Ladies and gentlemen, dearest guests, thank you very much for listening to me, and welcome to Doha. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now welcome the Chief Executive Officer of Aspire Zone, Mr. Khalid AL-SULAITEEN. Are you a student? In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate, peace be upon you, ladies and gentlemen, your highnesses, your excellencies, Mr. President, distinguished guests. I'm so happy to welcome you to Doha. I'm so happy to welcome you in the Aspire Zone. Today, we declare the Doha Goals version 3 open. And years after years, Doha Goals have proved to be a successful initiative undertaken by us. We believe in sport as a catalyst of economic growth and social change. We are so insistent on the fact that sport is the best way to keep ourselves healthy. And it is also the instigator of change and the instigator of creativity. We are doing this within the framework of the leadership of Our Highness, the Emir. First of all, in 2012, it was thanks to the Father Emir, Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Thani. And this is also being embraced by His Highness Tamim bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Thani. So this are the Doha Goals. Is the minaret, or it is the Mecca where where all the sportsmen and sportswomen meet here in order to develop ideas and to put some initiatives on the table. Most of paramount importance to us is to improve the social conditions of people in the developing countries and in every part of the world. This is the third time we are meeting together, and during the last two versions, we have proved that the doable is possible, and we have been able to show that Doha Goals could be a reference for all the initiatives, and we had achieved. We in Aspire, we provided our students with the right infrastructure, and that resulted in the national team of youth winning the Asian Cup for football. This is reminiscent of the fact that when you treat people well and when you polish their skills, you reap the harvest. And you do this based on the latest technologies and to embrace the tenets of scientific development. We are also so happy to tell you that our champion for the high jump, Mu'taz Barsham, won so many medals. And this is a very good example of how Aspire can result in champions when you know how to polish the skills of our students. Added to that, we have now one of the best sports hospitals in the world that goes under the name of Aspitar. And Aspitar now has become the Mecca of the most famous footballers and the sportsmen and women who come here to have surgeries and to cure themselves from different things, you know. And we also are happy to tell you that Qatar is hosting many sports events, no matter what the sort of this event is. So in order to do this, you should be able to have something like Aspire Zone, and you need to have the encouragement of the leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope the best of luck for for His Excellency Sheikh Faisal bin Barak Al-Thani and Mr. Richard Attias, and I hope the best stay for you all. سيدتي سادتي، دعونا نرحب بالمدير التنفيذي لمنتدى أهداف الدوحة ريتشارد أتياس.
Your Highness Sheikh Jassim bin Ahmed Al-Thani, Your Excellency Ali Bongo Dimba, President of the Gabonese Republic, Your Excellency Prime Minister of Qatar, Excellencies, Ministers, Ambassadors, welcome to the third edition of Doha Goals. I would like also to welcome our 400 students. Are you here? Okay. I thought you disappeared. This summer, the cameras were on Brazil. As you know, they hosted the World Cup. After criticism and concern that the country would not be ready, they hosted a tournament that lived up for expectations for everyone, apart maybe English, Italian, and Spanish supporters. But now, the challenge is on for Brazil to keep its promises, to show that the legacy of the World Cup is grounded in economic benefits for the football, from the football pitch to the favelas. And just as we hold Brazil accountable, so we should in turn look to ourselves here at the Doha Goals Forum. What have we really achieved in 3 years? Well, from the time we launched Doha Goals Forum at the Olympics in London in 2012, we are proud of what we have achieved. 5,400 participants from 105 countries. 400 speakers, 75 sporting champions, 40 ministers and senior government representatives, 730 media, 1,200 student ambassadors from 134 schools and universities around the world. The media impact was huge, 3,000 print articles reaching an audience of 1 billion people. And I was just told before coming on stage that our application, the Doha Goals Community Connect application, is already signed up 800 participants, and more than 100 meetings, one-on-one meetings, happened this afternoon before even the forum started. So thank you for being so committed to what we're trying to achieve. And I would like to say good afternoon or good morning or good night to all the people who are watching us live on the net. But those figures pale behind the real reason of the Doha Goals Forum, to spur a community into achieving more. After all, it is not that the lesson we are all taught in sport when we are young, that as a team we can achieve miracles. So 800 initiatives suggested in 30 months. Although we want that number to increase dramatically. This year, we have extended the forum from 2 days to 2.5 days. We have introduced the new concept of open space, where you, our community, will choose the topics you want to discuss. And our task forces will produce the ideas for the next year of initiatives. Some of these require government's help, and some of them can be implemented at a community or school level, but all of them are designed to use sport to help us achieve more. But don't think for a moment we are resting, because more than statistics, we have listened to you and why you think Doha Goals Forum is relevant.
It's always a pleasure to be here, and one of the reasons for that is because when you come back every year, you see some progress.
Connections, learning new stuff, meeting new faces, and really leaving the place smarter than I am today. I'm sure it will happen.
I hope that the people learn to be peacefuler for doing something good for the world.
What I'm hoping to get out of Doha Goals is learn a lot more about what other people are doing and how we can come together and continue to put sports in the forefront and how sports unite people.
I'm networking, I'm here to share and to learn. And I know people are here from all over the world, and I'm here from Jamaica, where we recently set up Jamaica Sport. So we have a foundation there doing a lot of great work, and it's going to be an incredible experience.
And sports can play such a central role. And here at Doha, we have people from all over the world committed to this goal, and it's exciting to be part of that.
This is something that we put ourselves together.
I think what everybody wants out of sport, which is a bridgehead through to so many different areas of discussion. Sport impacts on virtually everything that we do.
I'm looking forward very much to connecting with people who have a great influence on what makes this one of the greatest experiences of life, how it elevates us, how it crushes us, how it connects us all, and how sometimes it can mean more than anything else in your life.
To meet people who are interested in the same kinds of areas that I'm interested in, marketing, commercial development of sport, business strategy in sport.
It is a great platform that brings world leaders and great athletes, just wonderful people together, and I just hope for a very good experience and that we can get some good ideas to make changes for sport in society.
I hope to inspire people to get inspired and to, I don't know, to get a roadmap of a better world for disability sports.
And now I would like to pass the baton to our good friend Jonathan Edwards, who is on the Forum's advisory board and has been with us from the start of this very exciting journey. Jonathan,